that is the Shinobi unfolding.
One. Konnichiwa, mi gente. Welcome to another episode of the Shinobi Unfolding. I'm your boy Jay Aguilar. With me, we got the professor, we got Jay Monty, we got Omen Kage rolling all the way from Philly. And today, we're just going to have maybe a nice and sweet, or maybe a long and in-depth conversation of something that from the East Coast to the West Coast, from Canada down to Mexico, from the Japanese to the European. We're here to talk about anime! Yes, guys, anime to us is just like Thanksgiving dinner. You know what I'm saying? We just want more, but we can't handle a full plate. No?
Nah, I can handle full plate, son. I'm like Goku. I go Kaioken, and I know I'm gonna be hurting like immediately afterwards.
No, I think it's like the way I felt last night at like 9 o'clock. I'm about to fall asleep, and then you're like, but there's pie. One more episode, and just whoa.
Nah, I
you
couldn't.
Wake yourself up. You gotta.
Personally, I could not do it because it was just like my mom. All right, so Spanish people, the way how we do things is like you always have rice and beans.
Yeah.
But then you have lasagna. And I know those from Portuguese and French and all y'all, F y'all. We eat our rice with lasagna.
No, 100. My mom does the same thing, man.
Word?
With the Creoles, we don't do mojo, but we do jagasid.
Oh.
So it'd be jagasid with fucking lasagna.
Right?
Carbs, starches, more carbs. Oh, how you get so fat? You know why.
You know why.
So
well, we don't make lasagna, but there was like pasta. There was like pasta salad. There was mashed potatoes.
But what I'm pointing out, there's a lot of carbs.
And rice, yes.
So much carbs. And I'm just like, you know what? One plate. That's it. I did it. I'm done. I'm full. I can't. And everybody's all judging me, be like, "Oh, you used to do 4 plate, 5 plates." Yeah, that was me when I was 19. I'm 30. I'm good. I'm old.
There's a monologue from a play I saw a long time ago. I always like to use when people bring this shit up like that. It's like, I'm not who I was 10 years ago. I'm not who I was 10 minutes ago. And I'm all that and more.
For real. So, it was great, but with mentioning Thanksgiving, how was y'all Thanksgiving in general? Was it good? You guys spent a good time with your family? Roland?
Always good with the fam. I mean, it's always a good time with the fam. Eat, talk some shit, have a good time. It's always a good time. So, yeah, I mean, mine was good. How about you guys?
I did a lot of driving. Went to north of Boston. I picked up my cousin. Then we went to my girlfriend's family house, which is near Boston as well. We had a Thanksgiving breakfast, which is the first time I ever have that. And then, so it's like a big meal for breakfast.
What the hell is a Thanksgiving breakfast?
A lot of pies, a lot of pastries, a lot of just different stuff. That was your regular breakfast stuff, sausage, eggs.
Is it turkey sausage?
Yes, it was. It was
Canadian sausage?
It was good. I mean, some mimosas, and then you finish the bottle, you open another bottle, and just keep going. And we went for a walk, and then at like 4:30, we drove back to Providence. And
was the walk is to help with the digestion?
Yes, dude. I was about to fall asleep at like 4 at night. Good thing my girlfriend drove back. I fell asleep the whole way back. Like,
you could have handled it.
Nah, I was done, bro.
What about you?
Yo.
What about you, Monty?
It was pretty good, man. I worked the night before, so I slept in the morning. My brother actually decided he wanted to cook, which I was a little nervous because I remember back in the day when we were kids, and he ended up making mashed potatoes so watery that he ended up throwing cornflakes to try to thicken it up in there. What? But kudos to him because he came a long way. He prepared a very good meal. He made some pork butt, and it was nice, man. It was good.
Nah, I mean, that's good to hear. Like I said, I spent some time with my family. My brother was in New Jersey, but it was the first time since the divorce that both parents was in the same room. So it was kind of cool. And we had some guests too, which I don't know about y'all, but to me, I was just a little bit annoyed in a sense because when I think about Thanksgiving, I think about like spending time with your loved ones, right? I don't know those people, so if
True. I hear you. Got to put party manners on.
yeah, it was, to me, it was just like, yo, I can't really be the party face right now. I just want to be like real Josh and just like kick it with the fam, but
Right,
I couldn't.
Polite and sometimes I mean my sister's always the one that cooks
She
in
does.
the house, and I feel like she doesn't get enough credit for it. So
Give her the credit right now.
she's listening. This was probably the best turkey she ever made. Like that thing looked
The
like
best turkey ever.
That thing was juicy,
Yeah,
huh?
it looked like it was from a movie. You know, like when you have the color and it looks beautiful and you cut it and it's juicy. Like we had some turkeys in the past, you know. Like
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah. I'm not gonna disrespect.
That is a dry bird.
Yeah,
That is a dry
like-
bird.
All right.
This year was pretty good.
It was. Yeah, that was up. And again, we started to go so in depth to our conversation. We forgot to mention that the Shinobi Unfolding could definitely be watched and heard. We're working on YouTube, guys, and Facebook Live.
Little by little. But our audio content is definitely on SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, Google Music, iVox, iHeart, Spotify, and many more. There's about 12 of those. I can't remember everything, but we're out there basically.
Yeah, that infrastructure is serious, man. I need
But
to
the
throw
love is
credit
real
out
too.
there. Like,
We appreciate you guys tuning in every Sunday, Monday when we get it posted, and the numbers. We love you guys. Thank you so much for the support.
Always love.
Always.
Got love. Shout out to the love. Always.
Facts, man, facts. As well, we got to give a shout out to our Waifu Wednesday. Yes, we were so greedy with this one. We had to post two of
there
them.
was so many good options, man. That cosplay is like on
Two
point.
for the price of one. Special shout out to Joe Fate Cosplay. Girl, I don't know who you are, but I kind of love you in a sense. You know what I'm saying? She was a Charizard, my
I
guy.
thought you were gonna say I choose you for a second there. You know, I'm like, oh.
It's like you heard you're getting glomped next
Dude,
next
her Red Riot and her Charizard, I mean, like, the other cosplays, wonderful, A1 sauce, but this one though, she was special. It was like, yo, you really did a great job, and shout out to your photographer for taking good pictures too. I really enjoy that shit. So that's pretty much it on that end. Let's do the roll call and see our reaction to current episode of the anime. Word. The big one itself, My Hero Academia, the meeting of the clients and no, they're not clients. It's the
Heroes, the students. What do you call it? It's not students.
the work study.
the work study, the consultants, I forgot what they
all
were
the
called.
different agencies.
The agency, that private meeting. I mean, like, it was very political, but I really enjoyed the content, and we saw a black person too.
Yeah, I was about to fucking say that too,
The
man.
first
Like-
black person I seen in My Hero. I thought
We've seen whales. We've seen cats. We've seen dogs. We've seen
dragons. We saw.
Now we've seen the mythological black man.
You can also be a hero.
He can't be stopped, man.
I
He's
love
got
his.
the odds stacked against him twice as high.
Oh my god. I mean, like, you know, we had Black Panther, but this guy, oh my god, I think his name is what, Rock something.
Hold on.
No, but
Yeah.
basically with this episode, basically they start to plan out on how to, you know, go towards the League of Legend and how to approach, you know, full recap.
League of Villains, bro.
Huh?
League of Villains. League of Legends is the game, but whatever.
I did said that, huh? LOL.
You know,
Somebody's been gaming a
because you were
little.
giving me shit about not correcting you last
Somebody's
time.
been gaming a little.
I've been gaming, but I don't sing. So yeah, the League of Villains apparently team up with Overhaul, and you know, they put the pieces pretty well together as Hero with all the information they capture. Roland, in your personal opinion, what do you think? Who you think is going to be the first hero to die? I'm going dark. Who you think is going to be the first hero to die? And do you think that the girl is that special for the anime art that's happening in My Hero?
I have no idea about who I think is gonna die. That is a good question, though. I haven't really thought about anyone dying yet. I'm too fixated on the point that everyone had the meeting, which I was really excited about because they finally got together and everyone talked about what was going on. And we also got to hear about, what's his name? All Might's old partner.
Night Eye.
Night Eye.
Yeah, his how he can only use his quirk for like 1 hour a day.
Dude, that was crazy. That was really good info about it.
That kind of blew my mind because it's like, yo, is my man really that popping now? 1 hour a day, like that doesn't seem like as much help.
But he uses it to its like maximum efficiency.
On one individual though.
Yeah.
So that means like,
Yep.
so when he was battling Deku, he purposely used his ability on him just to see how far, things were going to go. Maybe up to 6 year. I don't know if he went fully maxed, but that was really some key shit to learn about Night Eye.
Yeah, but I think it just gives us a little bit of an idea that he has to be very strategic with how he's going to use his
Oh, of
quirk.
course, 100.
And what
Right.
if he miscalculates and he uses it on the wrong person?
Did you
When
figure
gonna
out
need
who
it
was
right
the
away?
name of the dude?
Rocklock.
Rocklock.
Yeah.
Damn.
You also like how when you ask Roland who's gonna die next, I'm looking around like in denial. Like
I thought you were looking
it's
at
not
the
gonna
camera
happen.
like Jim from The Office.
It's not gonna happen. But yeah, there's probably a bunch of people coming that are gonna die coming up.
I mean, like,
Who do you think, Juan?
ooh,
I don't know about order wise, but I think that if Gran Torino dies, like it will definitely mess up with Deku. That's
the teacher of
the
All
old
Might.
teacher, his first teacher after All Might.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I didn't thought of him. I mean, it does have sense too, because he's an elder and he have lived a long life, so I could definitely see him taking a bullet or so. But
They better stay away from
overhaul.
No, not just overhaul, but the dude, the one that turns all into rock. Like, better not kill him.
Red Riot?
Yeah, they better. Yeah.
Red Riot? No. Red Riot, I think he's gonna live a pretty long. Dude,
Can
actually,
you imagine if they kill him right away? It's kind of like the new.
well,
Neji.
let's get Monty insight real quick. Who do you think might be the first hero to die with this mission that they're working on?
Ooh. I mean, because you even just mentioning that. I'm trying to think of the last time there was like a real sense of loss in My Hero. Like,
Exactly.
have we lost a hero at this point yet?
We lost Stain,
Like, I mean, he
Yeah, but
locked
that's not-
up. That's different.
He killed other people, and he was.
but he was a hero for villains though. That's how
he was
deep.
an anti-hero, definitely.
I'll call it what you want to
Definitely
call
an
him. To
anti-hero.
me, that was fucking
There's
awesome.
a little bit column A, a little bit column B.
Also,
like-
the dude with the Jets. I'm so sorry, guys, that we don't know their name from the top of our head. Is that we're still in the aftermath of Thanksgiving, so just bear with
Still in
us.
a food coma.
Yeah, so bear with us. But the one with the Jets on his ankle, his brother died, and he was a hero.
oh
And
no, his brother didn't die.
Bro didn't die. His
He
brother
didn't
had-
die?
Paralyzed. Yeah,
He's paralyzed.
that's Ida.
that's all.
Yeah.
Ida, yeah.
Damn.
Oh, it's not. That's all, but he can't be a hero anymore. He can't even walk.
Yes, look, I don't want to sound very heartless, but one thing I think, shout out to Udi, my roommate, is that when a certain key element or character, have a certain tragic death, like Hunter x Hunter, and I think Roland knows what I meant when I said Hunter x Hunter. It kind of like builds up the suspense, and you want to know how is the protagonist
Kind of like
and the support are going to do to revenge the death.
Season 2 of JoJo. There's a death in season 2 of JoJo.
No, there's a death to season 1 of JoJo itself.
No, but there's a death in season 2 that I didn't see, of like a main character that I didn't see coming up, that I was like, oh wow, like I really thought this guy was gonna live longer, and then it has consequences in.
Okay, so it's since you brought up JoJo, season
I don't think it will be a.
when you're seeing season 2, are you talking about Jatario or you're talking?
Caesar and the other guy, not Jotaro. Jotaro is season 3.
No.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. I know now. I know we're on the same page. Roland is really good with JoJo. Roland, who was the dude that trained alongside with Joseph in the island.
It's Caesar.
Yeah, that's Caesar.
That's Caesar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, Caesar.
his death to me was like his father too, because that's what I said in season 1 with Jonathan.
Oh, with Zeppelin.
Yeah, but that was-
Zeppelin. What? Nah, dude.
It was not. It was not the same.
Excuse you.
It's not the same.
Dude, yo, wait.
We knew Zeppelin for like 3 episodes, and
I was already invested with Zeppelin
And we
with
knew-
those 3
He had a very
episodes.
charming hat. I was
Yeah.
like, I like this guy.
Yeah, but we knew that somebody gave him a warning. It's like, if you go down these roads, one day you're gonna have a fight and you're gonna die at night. So he knew that it was going to happen, and he embraced it.
But
With Caesar, like, he could have won, but he didn't.
that piece of ceiling just
Yeah,
fell on
yeah.
top of him.
The music and the crying.
and was it a butterfly or a bubble?
It was a bubble.
Oh my
Bubble
God.
wrote his,
Ah,
what do they call it in season 2? The power that they use.
The Hamon.
Yeah.
come on, the breathing technique. But that's what I'm talking about though.
And the ribbon, and then he puts it in his head. And he goes all Rambo.
Dude, I don't want to cry on video right now. Yo, I'm just mad that the bloodline didn't continue on, because I think Caesar never, had a kid or never messed with someone for a kid. So I'm kind of mad about that. Unless I'm wrong between season 4 and 5.
I'm
We're not gonna
I'm
spoil that
still
for
on
you.
Stardust Crusaders, man.
Yeah, that's season 3.
That's season 3.
That's
Stardust
with
Crusaders.
Jotaro, where I'm in Egypt now. Like, we got the dog.
You made it way more than me. Like, I started watching it, and the thing is that I just haven't had the time. Haven't made the time.
Yeah, dude,
'Cause
I've been
once
catching
I
up on
sit,
so much more.
I know I'm
anime.
gonna watch like 8 episodes in one.
So,
time.
Rolly, I know you're up to par with JoJo for sure. Do you know if the bloodline of Caesar or Zeppelin followed through after Jotaro?
I don't. I'm trying to think about it. I don't think so.
Okay, so then that
I
means
could be wrong though.
Caesar. Yeah, it was him. It was sad. But back to the original point. Certain death brings a lot to see how they're gonna avenge
Yeah.
him and how the
How's-
outcome
yeah.
be. Like, to me, if one of the students die, especially Froggy, I just be so mad at the
yeah, you can't touch Froggy. You gotta leave her alone.
like Froggy is so innocent, so bubbly. I could definitely see.
Bro, she's so clutch. Like, I love her, and when they do the examinations where her and not Todoroki,
The Electric Kid?
Bird guy, Dark Shadow. It's also
Oh,
with
when
a
they
T.
team up, yeah.
Also with a T. Oh my god, I'm gonna kick myself in the ass for this.
Hey, it's the food effect, man.
Like, yeah, but anyways, like,
The shadow.
But when when those two team up, you're saying that's when.
I think she finally she had like her moment to shine. I mean, she had like her own episode with like the internship, but like she's just such
Even
a
before that, when they first got attacked by the League of Villains and they were in the water,
Yeah,
and,
she's
and
gonna
they're
be a
surrounded
beast.
by all these water villains, and she's like, "Quick, this is how we're gonna do it, and this is how we're gonna
Her
act."
quirk
and-
is simple, but yet she uses it creatively. She's efficient, and like she's just dope. Like, you can't hate on that character.
We
No,
need more of that character.
you need more of who?
Froppy.
Froggy.
Oh, Froggy.
It's Froppy.
Yeah. She like I said, but a bubbly character like her will pass. What I'm trying to point out, to me, the first person that might pass from this mission is Night Eye. And the reason why I say this is because he's going to look so far between like all the people he's around with, Laminian, Deku, Bubble Girl, the Centipede, that by him knowing which one of them might take the bullet first, he'll probably intercede and try to change the future to prove all might wrong that things have changed, and he has decided to change the outcome.
I thought you were gonna say that maybe we'll see that he was so invested in knowing about everybody else that he forgets about himself.
Yeah, I guess like when you cross the street, you look too hard one way, you gotta forget to look the other side. And
I feel like because he remember with Night Eye basically is like he doesn't allow everybody in his circle. You know what I'm saying? Just like No Gun Life, the guy doesn't let nobody else touch the trigger unless he's
I'll
really
be
close.
right back, guys.
Word.
All right.
So with that being said, he basically, I feel like since he has that attachment with them, he's not going to be able to like just take a bullet for anybody. You know what I'm saying? Maybe All Might, Tokoyami. Shout out to that dude.
Motherfucking Tokoyami.
I feel like that's the reason why he's going to take the bullet. Just for those 4 individual. And maybe All Might, if All Might tried to do something crazy. But those 4, I feel like he's going to take the bullet for. So that's what I think about My Hero. But it's so good. So great. I'm glad we went down this rabbit hole for a bit. Because the idea...
I thought you meant like who would have like the greatest impact as like if I'm looking at it as the writer, like who's going to have the greatest impact, the greatest loss.
Night
I
Eye.
mean, we've already technically lost All Might in a sense.
We did.
And that's already, you can see that already being not just a motivating factor, but how it's changing the whole landscape of the heroes and villains, because he was the greatest deterrent.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, man. Yeah, I just can't wait to see the rest of the season play out. It's building up. I'm just trying not to think about the manga. Like I'm trying to forget everything about it. Trying to like blank it out of my mind.
Delete.
Because when I look at like somebody's face, like Juan watching it for the first time, I'm fucking jealous, man. I'm like, like he's like, oh, it was amazing. I was like, it was better in my imagination. Like it's better. They miss a whole scene, you know.
Well, facts. Now let's switch it up to Dr. Stone.
Okay.
Woo! Can't wait. Oh no! Wait a minute. No, today's for fuck. We
I
could
got
have
a
been watching
notifica-
Dr. Stone today,
I
man.
got a
that's fine.
notification earlier that it says that there was a new episode, but I tried to watch it at work.
Today?
Yeah, it didn't work.
Didn't work?
It didn't work in my end. Meaning, like, I have a new coworker that shares the office with me, and she's there all the time, and I didn't want to be like, first week, look, this dude's just you're watching anime. So, you know.
Fair. But I'm talking about the Christmas episode.
Oh yeah, dude, stellar.
I don't think I've watched that one. I think that's the one I
The
need to
last one
watch.
that I watched was 21. Is that the one with the wheel?
Yeah, they did the water wheel. Did you see that they made light bulbs and batteries? Yeah, that's the Christmas episode
That's the Christmas episode.
where they light up the tree.
They
I
sell
didn't finish it. I started, but I didn't finish it.
the last sequence was that Senku, Chrome, and Manga.
Magma.
Thank you. They're gonna team up and start looking for the strongest gem ever to be able to help with the production of the telephones or short
diamonds.
No, it's not diamonds. It's like
I said gem.
yeah, it is. It is like a type of gem. It glows blue under ultraviolet light.
Yes.
I forget the exact name of it.
It start
but
with the
they're
letter
using it to
S.
Sapphires?
Are they making like
it's what-
cathode tubes or something like that?
It's like Sicilian. It was something very.
Yeah, it's not something you would
very
commonly
techno.
like talk about. You would know it off the tip of your tongue unless.
He said it's one of the ultra rare gems to find, and by Chrome was able to have it in his possession means that this going to help us, continue on with plan because winters is about to end too for them, which means by spring, homeboy's coming down with his army, trying to destroy what they're trying to accomplish. So it was really interesting to see that Christmas episode. The newest episode, I think we're going to save it for the next one to talk about.
Yeah, definitely.
But them celebrating Christmas, the village for the first time, Chrome.
Did this feel like a filler episode, or you think
Hell
it was-
no.
No, dude, it's definitely.
I'm only wondering.
Son,
if
they
it's-
made battery, man. That
Yeah.
shit was
I'm
dope.
wondering if they did it
Yo,
like
sulfuric motherfucking acid. They've used that shit for everything.
Hell yeah.
I wonder if they were like, if we do this episode now, they will be dubbed just around Christmas for America.
Oh.
What happened to
Facts.
What happened to that his boy in the beginning of the anime?
Oh, with the girl with the headphones. So
Yeah,
Taiju? Yeah.
they
They're out there in Tsukasa's empire right now, man.
they've been missing for a while, right?
Yeah, no, good observation on your end. Yeah, they have been missing out, and that's why they're trying to make the radio, the walkie-talkie. I'm not sure what they're going to actually build, but they're trying to build that communication as soon as possible to get info.
Yeah, they're the ones that are going to be sending them.
But to me, I think those two already fucked, and they have kids by now. It's been years.
Has it?
No,
No.
it's only been like a year.
It's been less than a year.
Yeah.
But I'm assuming they already had a kid or a twins or triplets or something.
Well, it takes 9 months to gestate.
Optimum.
He was
Anime
by
edition.
himself. Okay, come on.
What you mean immediately? He's just like, oh,
As
Senku,
soon as
we got work to do. We got to bring humanity back. I'm
I've
just
been
dropping
waiting
loads.
for this
Like,
moment.
Sing it, Juan. Sing it.
3,700 years. Oh.
Are you telling me not with like 2 weeks to 2 months, them being alone together, surviving?
Not at all.
Nope.
My man
And
was
I tell
scared
you
to
what.
he was scared to talk to her.
Exactly.
So imagine
But he also said, there's something that I need to tell you, but I'm not gonna tell you this until we bring the world back to the way that it used to be. He said it like in the third episode, fourth
BS.
episode.
I call BS because ain't no man in this planet be next to the girl of his dream, and the girl also have feeling for him too, are not smashing.
Right,
I'm
and
sorry.
And there's no television. There's nothing. There's no internet. There's no
But
smartphones.
you also, you know what you do on your free time?
What?
Survive.
Yeah, like these dudes. You also have to think about the situation they're in. Like Monty said, these dudes really do have to survive.
I mean, like, but like evening time too. It's not like they're going to be like counting the stars or anything, or be just doing lookout. I mean,
Counting the lions.
Like, shit, we have enough food. Like, you know, is the shelter going to hold up for the weather tonight? Like, all this bullshit.
morning tent got to be taken care of, unless he's going by himself and taking care of himself, which is unlikely in my personal opinion.
Okay.
But I'm just saying.
No, I'm right there with you, dude. I'm a nasty bastard. I'm right there with you. But like, I'm just saying from what we see with the show and that character. But yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, he smashed. I believe in him. I do. If he proved me wrong, all right. But I believe in him. I think he smashed. But battery. They did the battery. They came up with a gearless system for the heating, so they don't have to use human energy power anymore.
Oh yeah, for the furnace, yeah, to get up to temp. That's perfect.
Everybody hunned. I thought that was a beautiful episode, man. There's nothing
yeah,
wrong
and
with
now
Dr.
that
Stone.
They learned how to cure meats and preserve meats and
Ooh,
start bottling now. Like,
I wish he.
Did it get you in the Christmas spirit?
He
You know,
did.
already like, you're
Oh,
cool. Yeah.
when he did with the tree,
Okay.
dude, I was like,
I didn't finish it. That's what I'm asking.
really?
Yeah.
All right, I'm not gonna tell you the ending. I kind of did, but then I didn't. I did it in different
It's all good.
sequence. I did it in different sequence. So
Are there now that I'm thinking about this, is there like a lot of like Christmas animated episodes? I don't think there's that many.
No, this one was short and sweet,
Okay.
straight to the point. This is our first Christmas. This is our first New Year. The end.
yeah,
And that was the beauty of it, and I loved it.
yeah. Because as far as I remember, I don't remember Japan being a very Christian nation.
Sometimes they do different. Sometimes anything to make money, you know. I wouldn't be surprised if
I
there's
know
like
there's a pocket there, but I've always thought that it was more.
After watching Crazy Rich Asians, like, yeah,
I-
there's a small pocket.
I wouldn't be surprised if there's like in the hundreds of fillers with Naruto, like a Christmas episode out there, like
Nah, they didn't went too crazy with it. They just went straight to the point. Which again, Dr. Stone is doing a great job with that, as well as My Hero going.
Dr. Stone, one of your top 5 for the year.
Oh,
Is
you.
that a
I know we're working
Is
on
that a
it. We're
different
working
topic for a
on that.
different week?
No. We
Is
can
that
bring it
a
up. We
teaser?
can bring it.
We can broach the
This is a
subject.
little-
Let's just finish the roll call real quick. Who's up to par with Vinland Saga?
I am.
What are you thinking so far?
Top 5, definitely for me.
Top
And
5?
I'll tell you why when you guys catch up,
Oh,
or when we do this list.
okay, fair.
It is definitely, if you have Amazon Prime, if you're not watching Vinland Saga, you need to get on that right now.
Not to promote, but Metro by T-Mobile does offer Amazon Prime service if you pay the $60 family plan. So
Really?
yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
And so you get Amazon Prime free included with your plan. So
go.
take advantage of that. Again, they're not
Metro,
paying us.
sponsor us.
Give us
Anybody-
free shit, bro.
Anybody sponsor us.
But I just want to throw that out there. Roland, what's your insight in your personal opinion of Vinland Saga?
It's amazing. I really bang with it, just because of from the beginning to where I'm at now. It goes from a lot of action to like then a lot of details in the story. and then back to a lot of action. But then I just think the story is very, very well played out. So I enjoyed it a lot. So like Juan said, I'll definitely, if you haven't watched it, definitely give it the 3 episode. Definitely.
The thing with me, and I comment that earlier, is that I always bitch out after I finish episode 1 and then go to something else. And it's not because it's a terrible anime. It's not that. It's just like, for example, Monty threw this anime at me, Rascal.
Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai. Speaking of which, shout out to Scott, a.k.a. the real senpai.
The real senpai.
Yeah.
Senpai Scott.
Like after getting through Erase, that was a recommendation through you and him, incredible. Then I decided to give this one a chance, dude. And then I think you just finished watching it, right?
Yeah, because it's what Scott mentioned is like Vinland is a marriage. You know what I'm saying? You got to be dedicated to it for every episode that they release. This was only like 13 episodes,
yeah,
and that's why I decided to bring it out.
Stand. Yeah.
I don't know. When I started watching Vinland, when we were talking about it like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think they only had like 17 episodes. I thought it was only 17 episodes. So right now, I think 20th came out today. So they're releasing a new episode every Friday.
Yeah, I think they're going like 25 or 26
But that's
episodes.
a marriage. You know what I'm saying?
No, marriage is like 50 episodes. This is
Marriage is
long.
One
This is like
Piece. Marriage
long-term
is Naruto.
dating.
Okay,
This is
but
long-term dating.
Real talk. I'm not sure if any of you guys wiki, the anime episode, how many they announced, because wiki does do that for the anime section. I know for an example, Fire Force is 24 episodes, so I already have that expectation.
What I like about Vinland is that it feels a little bit more grounded in reality.
But how many episodes do you think it's going to be? It's going to be continuous,
I have
Black
no
Clover.
idea. I think it's one of those I need to see the end of season 1 to have an understanding of what it's gonna be like. Like right now with Dr. Stone.
That's a 24.
Until we finish season 1, I don't know exactly what I can expect from it.
Mm-hmm.
You have to notice what the ending is gonna be like. Like Demon Slayer,
24 episodes.
24 episodes. We were watching it, and until the very end, didn't know what to expect to see in the future.
A movie.
Right now, it's a movie, but not just a movie, but the characters that we meet in the last couple of episodes.
Oh, the top 10.
Yeah, that really tells you how big the world is, what it's coming up, who are the other, not just who the main villain is, but why he's so impressive, and it gives you a little bit of more grounding of what's coming up.
It's
That's a
24
good point.
episodes.
Also, to bring up Demon Slayer about the movie, it's also cool because we get to see one of those top 10. And he's probably top 3 powerful. I don't know his name, the fire guy.
Yep.
He looks like he's about to be totally monstrous beast that we're gonna see him destroy everybody in seconds.
And to me too, with this mission with Demon Slayer with the movie, I feel like he might get injured in a sense, because if this is because the story is about a train that always been kidnapping people becoming demons or something like that. So I feel like he might be taking a big hit for the 3 that are Tanjiro and the other 2 cats. I feel like he's gonna take a big hit for the squad. That's my prediction.
Okay.
That's my bold prediction. I don't know what's going to be fully about.
So here's your new character. Also, he sprained his ankle. And now he's not gonna be around. He's not gonna be around for a little bit.
I feel like he might. I feel like he might even. He's gonna lose a limb. That's what I'm. That's my bold prediction once again, because I have not seen the previews. I have not seen the OVA. I have not read, any of that. I'm just making a bold prediction of what the outcome of the movie is going to be. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely know he's going to be very informative. I think he might teach something to Tanjiro in a sense, but after that, it's just going to be he's going to take a hit to survive, but to end the mission. That's what I'm seeing. But Monty also looked up the episode for Vinland Saga, and it's how many?
24 episodes.
All right, cool. So I'm at
right at the end of it.
You're
close to it. Yeah,
so,
it's just one of those. I was talking to my cousin about it, and I'm like, this is one that if you don't watch anime, you might like this one just because it's a little bit more grounded in reality.
And it's a whole different production company too. It's not Shogun. It's none of the other ones that always
and it's you don't
throwing
have
in our
these
face.
characters that are oh, you know, and then they're always like in the background doing something stupid. Like every character there is just trying to survive. They live in a very similar world to the one that we live. The battles that are taking place are historic battles. You can look up the dates and the places that happen, and this is what was going on.
Shut your mouth.
Right, yeah, so this is like the stuff that is happening, and you're like learning a little bit about history, and I don't think that every character there actually existed. Maybe they made up some of them, like there's like the stories or folk tales, you know.
So a person who never seen, who haven't passed episode 1, do by any chance it's like when they go the Vikings go from China through to Alaska or something to the new land?
No, I mean I hope that they do see the new land eventually, but right now they go more to the European side. That's where they go, and they continue. You know, Vinland, what they call the Vinland. They didn't say, well, that's North America, but it did look like it was North America.
That's what I was referring as the new
and they
land.
made it sound like it's just a story. Like some people say it does exist, and they're like, no, like because everything takes place around 1100.
Well, yeah, Leif Erikson is there. Leif Erikson is the one telling the story. Like,
yeah, but they just make it sound like, you know, most people are like, oh, these are just tales that you tell children. That's not a real thing. And then the main character fantasizes about one day finding this Vinland where, you know.
So doing the full circle back to my point, I took the route of the Rascal because it was shorter and I could definitely have something to like share feedback with quicker than a 24 episode that is still current. Like I feel like I could binge that any day, anytime.
yeah, like I don't know what it is. Like I'll literally go through 10 different series. I'll do 10 seasons that are 13 episodes apiece, no problem, as opposed to 2 seasons that are 60 episodes apiece. Like, doesn't make any sense. It's the same amount of episodes, but I think it's just like this like gratification part, like where the arcs are shorter, you're able to get through more story, whereas opposed to like when you have these longer animes, they focus and they become at times more character pieces. And, you know, sometimes that's too much of a lull. I don't know, man. You know, we live in this instant gratification period. I'm the worst. So, you know.
I mean, like, in finance, it's called, to me, the snowball effect, where if you have like 3 different bills, right? 500, 1,000, 2,000. You first focus on the short amount, then you bring that momentum to the next one, and then you build it to the next. That's what I'm doing with anime. I look for the shortest one, bang it out, try to see if I could bring it to the table. Like No Guns Life, 8th episode, started watching it. I'm already on episode 5, I believe, and
I need to get on the.
It's really interesting. Just to throw the name out there, No Guns Life, right?
Yeah, No Guns Life. Yeah.
So far, it's really interesting. I can't say it's like top 5 for the next topic we're about to bring out, but it's definitely really interesting. The same with No Rascal, 12, banged it out. But I do need to get into Vinland because this is something that people are talking about. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to be left out.
It's not just that like we're talking about it. I definitely see it having a future.
Oh, so you're predicting like just like One Piece, for an example, it could build not only talk about like Vikings, but it could talk about like the starting of the native Indian, the native, and then the colonization.
What I mean by that is like I see future in the sense that I see this going for easily 3-4 seasons.
Oh,
yeah,
I agree with Juan.
As well. Okay.
Like once you get to see who the main character is, what drives him to do things, who the support characters are.
Yeah.
Once you get to see that, not just him, but like the big players in the background, who these people that are ruling them are. You know that, and their motivations. You know that they just on episode, I think it was 19, the last one that I watched, they just open like a whole new motivation for them to move along. So if you just watch, if you're watching, I know Roland's a little bit behind, but once you go to episode 19, by the end of it, you're like, oh boy. So now it's turning into this story.
I'm on number 16, and I'm definitely going to finish that today because, so I have this thing where if I really enjoy anime, I can't watch it just the next episode after episode. I have to give it a build up. Give it like 6 episodes where I'm behind and be like, all right, let me catch up.
Okay, Do you do that with majority of your anime watch, or do you just do it with certain like few that you feel like it has like full potential, like Vinland Saga?
I think it all really depends on how much I enjoy the anime. So, like for example, JoJo, when the new season drops, I'm gonna have to wait till half of it's done, so then I can start watching it. Because, like to me, the anime is just so good. I get upset just watching one episode. It's like, come on.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, I feel a little bit about
I
Attack on
like
Titan
that
about
method though. It's not a bad method. Like you just binge a few, give it a rest, process it, and then go back to it at another time to try to catch up.
Yeah.
That's not a bad approach.
No.
Oh no, I was gonna say because when you binge, you sometimes tend to miss details, and like it does, and your memory gets like pretty hazy. It's like cramming for a test. So it's just like having that little break in between because then it has a longer lasting impact on you.
I mean, in my approach, if it's short, I don't mind binging it because it's again like I'm going back.
It's like watching a movie. Yeah,
It's like a movie.
Like legit. What was that? 3 hours of your life?
No, was it?
Yeah, it's
13
like,
episode. I think it was
13 episodes,
six-
clocking in at 22 minutes apiece. Plus, if you cut out the, you skip the intro and you skip the
dare you.
outro. No. The OP bangs, and actually in this one, the outro bangs. I fucking mess with that outro hard.
I'm gonna say it took me about maybe 4 hours, 4 to 5 hours, because I remember we started to watch it at your crib. We watched 2 episodes, right?
Yeah, because it takes 2 episodes. Because at the end of episode 2, you're like,
I was caught. But then I remember it was midnight, and I just kept watching, and next thing you know, it was about like 4:30 in the morning, and I'm like, oh fuck, it's 4 o'clock in the morning, and I'm just finding.
Did you have to go to work the next day?
Oh no, this was Thursday. It was like Wednesday.
Yeah.
And Thursday after, that evening to Thanksgiving Day, that's when I finished watching No Rascal is Bunny Senpai.
Yeah, like I think was it last night, my sister and I.
The Promised Neverland.
We started the Promised Neverland from like 7 p.m. and I think we finished a little after midnight. And we were just like, yo, this was incredible. Like, it's so stressful. I'm glad I had her because if I was watching this by myself, I'd have to take long breaks because it's so stressful.
How old is The Never Promised Land?
It came out in January of this year.
Yep.
So I wanted to get it under because I had seen people talking about it. Jay had highly recommended it.
Highly do.
He said it was like his number one
Is it something
anime.
that I should check out?
Yes.
So if
Like-
you're looking for
Absolutely, Juan. I'm surprised
Thank
haven't
you.
been on it
I
yet.
was waiting for your. I was waiting for your
literally-
energy
he
rolling
literally
so
pointed
bad.
at
I'm
the
like, Roland,
speaker.
answer this guy for me. Like this was part of our conversation in the group chat before we started going more into the Shinobi. Was one
Yeah,
of
I
the
think
anime.
this anime. This is one of the animes that started us talking a lot.
The Rising of the Shield was another one that we talked about. I was bashing Boruto, so you guys definitely ignored that one for sure. And then JoJo and was Roland and Josh JL approach about watching that show. So we threw in a lot of different things before we were introduced to Monty, and then we slowly build this up. But yeah, Promised Land, my God.
dude, yeah.
The sister?
If you're looking,
Whew.
bro, if you're looking for, oh yeah, don't even get me started on that shit. I was mad. I was like, you know what? They don't know how black people act. And I was like, yeah. Nah, man, the Japanese never get it right.
I was mad that she was chunky. I was mad that she was so.
What, and they gave her the Aunt Jemima fucking lips and shit.
Yo!
Like, I was fucking heated about
I was
that.
like-
dude.
You guys
I'd
talking
wa-
about Mr. Popo? No.
No, Mr. Popo's
no, 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 no.
outrageous.
You guys
We don't
talking
even want
about
to talk
Jinx?
about that right now.
Yo, no,
We don't
we're
wanna
not
talk
doing.
about that right now.
We're just saying but she was a beast. She was quick. She was active. I feel like you might gonna give this a chance, so I'm not gonna really ruin it. But I'm trying not to ruin it because that's at the ending though with the fire and shit. I was like,
Bro.
fuck, that was brilliant.
Like literally, like my sister and I were watching it. We were just so stressed out. We were just like, "Yo, we'd literally just burn this motherfucker to the ground." We'd be like, I just always think of Harold and Kumar when they're like at the hot dog place. He's like, "Man, nah, you really want to get what you want. You know that feeling of when you desired something all day, you finally satisfy it." It's like makes you want to burn this motherfucker to the ground. Pookie, let's burn this motherfucker to the ground. That's exactly how I felt. So yeah, kudos, man. You have to be mentally strong to be in that situation.
Too much
That
suspense.
was incredible. Suspense on point. And then just the kids are so clever. They're so fucking clever.
Emma, Ray, and Norman.
Yo, Emma's that dude, son.
She is.
Like,
She
yo,
is.
Emma, she started off as like, yo, Juan, I'm not trying to ruin it for you, but
Then I walk out.
she just starts off as like this loving ass character. You're like, yo, I love this little girl, son. And then once she starts getting like stronger and gullier, you're just like, yo, she has to be about her business, and she's about it all the way. Like, it's crazy how she's switched up from being this little cute little girl to, yo, I'm with the
Such a
shit at all times
badass.
now.
Yo, Roland, I mean, like, I think that's the best way to describe her for Juan, because I think if that does not convince you to watch just this little
Character
girl,
development?
oh my god,
Wow.
her character development, oh my god, I just
Monty, preach it, Monty. Let them know about it. Like, you just seen it.
It's totally worth the investment. Just do it. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a dirty dubber, so I had to go hunt down the dub, because apparently this is how I knew it had to be serious. It came out in January, and by April it was already doing a limited release on Toonami. And I'm sorry, I didn't pay attention at the time, so I could only find the dub right now. You could only find it on YouTube in like 7 3-minute clips. But I think that's just to keep it from
different
getting
parts,
dinged.
yeah.
But you literally, there's a whole playlist. You just, it's easy peasy. Just get through it. It was fucking phenomenal.
Nah, we had, Roland, you did the Japanese subtitle one, right? We did the subtitle. Yo, I'm glad I did it by weekly, because like processing it, like, you know, the 7 days really made me be like, yo, if I would have binge watched this, I probably would not. I would still be awake. You know, I would have like darker circle under my eye, because I'll be like, yo, what this happened to us? Who are these beings? Like, what's happening? Come on, is my mother is really my mother? You know, shit like that.
I had to put on Aqua Teen Hunger Force to decompress before I fell asleep. I need something stupid on.
He had to watch like a rom-com too, like soothing out the pain.
Okay. So I'll watch it.
All right, so yeah, moving on, because Juan's like, fuck you guys.
I'm
right
like,
now.
fuck you. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
But if I can throw out an anime, like I said, it's not game changing. It's not like it's top 10. But like, and I don't mean to use that term like in a way to discourage people.
Nope.
But I just want to manage people's expectations when I'm giving you a recommendation. I'm not gonna be like, this shit's gonna blow your fucking mind.
Nah.
Like, no, but this shit, you're gonna enjoy the fuck out of it. Copcraft. You guys really got to get on Copcraft. Give it a shot. It's only like 13 episodes. Really 12 when you take into account that a lot of these
Fillers?
They do the recap episodes, I've noticed.
Oh,
like
skip
the
that.
last couple seasons. Like yeah, I'm like,
How strong is your swiping skill?
So I'm just like, I always swipe right, man. I was playing. But yeah, man. So it's super good. The premise is basically like there's a portal to like another land over in the Pacific, and now in this island, basically like the humans have to learn how to police both humans and essentially these magical these magical entities known as like the Samanians. So it's like cops and magic, and there was formerly a war, but now there's a treaty, and people are trying to flee from Samania, and they're trying to come over and start shit. So like there's like all like drugs made out of fucking fairy dust and shit.
The fuck?
Like, yo, this
is a cartel type of shit?
And bro, and the dub is great. Like, no, you looking at me like that? I prefer the dub.
How dare you look at him like that? Right?
if you love those 90s like action movies, the 80s 90s action movies back in buddy cop movies,
The one-liners.
with the one-liners and the fucking police chief chewing out and just talking some wild shit, you're gonna fucking enjoy this.
All right. So I just want to make
Fellas,
it.
hold on. I'm sorry, fellas.
Yes.
I gotta go. You guys take it easy. Shout out to everyone listening to us. You guys take it easy. All right,
bro.
thank you for having
Happy
me once again.
Thanksgiving, even if it's a little bit late.
Much love always.
All right, bro. Peace.
Peace.
All right. So, when it comes to Monty and his recommendation, I have no choice but to watch it dub because, and this is what I also like about Monty is that his recommendation is similar to Dara's style. I know that you guys personally haven't met Dara, but Dara is the one that mentioned the Rising of the Shield, the Promised Neverland. So he definitely be like, yo, there's other realms, other spectrum of anime that you guys should consider. I should consider it, not only the action play.
So speaking of different anime, so this is something that's been like I've been hearing a lot about it.
Which one?
I see a lot of posting on. It ended in September. It's only like 12 episodes.
Okay.
And it's this anime. It's called How Heavy Are the Dumbbells You Lift.
Okay.
So have you heard about this?
I heard about it. I think I tried watching the first episode, and I was just not half paying
Sub or
attention. I
dub?
was like, dub, and I was like, what the fuck is going on?
So it's about two. I think they're like high school girls, and they join like a gym. They start lifting weights, and it's all comedy. And apparently, whatever they do, whatever training style they do in the anime, it's something like kind of like Dr. Stone that tells you this is how we're gonna build this. If you follow the anime or if you read the manga, they'll teach you. Well, this is how you train to work out. This is if you want to work out on your legs. This is if you want to work out on your back or whatever you want to do. This is the stuff that you should be eating.
Is that what motivated you to go back to the gym by any chance?
No.
Because I see you getting buffy, man. I see
was
you.
motivated because I'm still like just really fucking out of shape. but
I'm seeing some resolve.
I haven't watched it yet, but it's definitely on my list of things that I need to check out, especially since it's only 12 episodes. So and it's another like it's just from what I gather, it kind of the same kind of like comedy style like Ranma one half.
Okay, all right.
Right, a lot of it, maybe you don't want to watch this around like your parents. You don't want to. Maybe you want to put headphones on. With certain things.
Oh, for like food words.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Food
So kind of like
Wars,
that.
My door is closed. My nephew's not coming in.
He's already asleep.
Like, nah, man.
Headphones are on.
So you don't put it on the TV, you put it on the phone.
I watch it in my bedroom. Like that just sounded even worse, man.
Whoa.
Like, this is not in my living room.
We are sponsored by Clinic.
Well, so his recommendation, I have to watch it dub because it's different. I'm
It's not a serious one, right? Like it's not
action packed.
Something you wanna just listen in the background.
And
it's
like
funny.
can you lift a dumbbell? Like I'm also gonna add that to the roster because you said it's 12.
Yeah,
so
I'm trying to watch that hopefully next week. That's what
I'd probably be.
because now that
If you don't send me like the link to it on our group chat, I may forget because that's how Monty keep me on check. He be like, "Yo, this is the name of it." Or if I'm like hanging out with Monty be like, "Watch this," and we do watch it, and I'm like, "Fuck, this is really good."
I wanted to ask
Golden Boys.
Yo, you shout out Golden Boy.
Yeah,
I wanted to ask JL if he had to watch this anime or if he had anything to talk about it. How heavy are your dumbbells? So I'm gonna send it to him and I'm gonna see what his reaction is.
Ooh, that's
yeah.
I wish
it's probably gonna be like get the shit out of my face.
I wish he does like a reaction video just for us to see like his like how he sees certain scenes and stuff. But that we're gonna definitely talk about that. The
Copcraft.
I can't pronounce it right now. My brain just farted.
Crack.
No, Copcraft.
Copcraft.
Because I feel as though when you're affluential, you pronounce every letter of every word.
Well, when you're ghetto, you just
a Bougetto player.
You just pronounce the best you can. Construction, there's an
X.
I speak
3 languages. I'm doing my best.
Fair enough.
Word.
So, you mentioned it. I'm about to bring it up. Yes, we're thinking of for an episode, maybe the end of the year 2019. We talk about all of the new anime that came out this year. And maybe do a top 10 or just rank it to
This is definitely what we enjoyed, right?
Throughout 2019.
And maybe we can talk about some of those ongoings that have been going on for a while that maybe we continue to enjoy.
Well,
maybe we don't enjoy.
Just to clarify, the Rising of the Shield wouldn't count because that started. We fact checked that started back in 2018.
No. That was
You fact checked. You said it's.
I thought that was just reincarnated as a slime.
Oh no,
That came out
correction.
in October.
No, correction. Yeah, thank you for correcting me on that.
When did
Shield Hero came out like I think in
when-
February.
when
No,
did Goblin-
January.
January as well.
When did Goblin Slayer come out? Because I jumped pretty late on that.
Was that like 2017?
Ooh, that's
Ooh,
so
really?
I thought
No,
so.
me and Dara, we definitely talk. We have a title in season 2, Goblin Slayer for President. That's
Goblin Slayer is.
that track.
Goblin
Yo.
Slayer is
So Rising of the Shield counts. Reincarnated as a slime wouldn't count because it started from the fall of 2018. Thank you, Monty, for reminding me.
Oh, I'm a liar. October of last year.
Was what?
December of Goblin Slayer.
Goblin Slayer was
2018.
2018. Yeah, but we talked about it in season 2. So
No, I jumped on it pretty late. Like,
it's fine. I'm just disappointed when people just be like, but after that first episode, that was it. Like it didn't get too intense for me. No, for them, that was their feedback on it. I'm like,
people
come
like,
on.
ew, no, I'm really uncomfortable. Like,
I'm like,
I mean, it hopefully it should make you feel a little bit uncomfortable.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Definitely.
Oh.
But it's not like you shouldn't watch that because of the thrill of being uncomfortable. This is
No. I'm like
reach
Team
out for some
Goblin
help.
Slayer the whole way. That happened to my motherfucking sister in front of my motherfucking eyes.
Right. Just
Yo.
anybody. Just anybody.
Just bro. I'm gonna just
His
hate
motive-
goblins till I die.
his motive is sincere. He cares about his. I mean, like, who cannot mess with the Goblin Slayer
But it's not just that, but like I like the characters that are hanging out with him.
as well? Like his
I
support team.
like
And I
that.
love how they keep it simple. Like all the characters, they follow like an archetype. They don't have names. They just have titles. Like they kept it very RPG-esque to it.
The orc, the elf, the dino. Yeah. I feel you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like I like it's so good. And then I love
The movie should be coming out
enemy.
this month, I believe, too.
I
The
thought it
OVA.
was January, right?
Is it January? Fuck.
I thought so.
Well,
January
it's winter
2020.
I
time.
haven't
That's
seen any trailers yet. So.
they announced it, but nothing. The trailer is very like basic. Like they're like
Just his head, I think, right?
it's like winter, and they
In
just
the
show
mountains and I think
exactly.
he's gonna be fighting a goblin paladin, which is supposed to be the equivalent of him. So it's the goblin equivalent of himself he has to fight.
But he fought a king and murdered the fuck out of him.
yeah,
Yeah, but I don't think that the king is powerful because it's powerful. The king is powerful because he has so many goblins under him
Yeah,
that
and
listen to him.
He
It's like a strategist.
he has a good like leadership
Yes.
to be able to have
Like,
followers.
it's all
Okay.
about how many goblins he could control to do what he wanted.
The
to
type that he fought in the dungeon though. That mofo.
do. The giant one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
that
God.
was so good. He's like, I need extra fine powder. I love the way his mind works.
It just
like it's
processing
the
him.
wildest thing. Like he's like, yeah, I got teleportation scroll, and Scoodoo, she cut somebody in half. like what the fuck just happened?
Oh, that was episode 2, I think, 2 or 3. That was really good. Yeah, I had to ask the favorite from The Witch. so Goblin Slayer won't count. Reincarnated as a slime wouldn't count. So far, from the list I share, Dr. Stone is on it. Fire Force is on it. Rising of the Shield, The Promised Neverland, which is another one that I fucked with heavily. Vinland Saga will count.
Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer, thank you. Actually, if you give me a quick second, I probably could pull out the link and read the other roster. So, if our audience are also interested in just like,
Oh yeah, dude, light up the page, man. I like love that we're finally getting like people posting shit on the page now. Shout out to Lou.
Yeah,
Lou,
shout
you're the
out Lou.
fucking man.
What trying to rival my meme skills? Like I see you. Yeah.
Oh my god, those are so good.
The one
It's
that he
like when
posted.
they finally start adding guests to the show, and then it's just like the old guy from Dr. Stone, like his clothes bursting off. Like, this podcast is amazing.
No, I love. He posted the one. I'm gonna tell the kids this was Nagato Pain, and it's like the dude who's like really skinny. Yeah. That was-
all right. So also we're not. I found the list, and shout out to Lou, of course. Any anime that had a previous season, those will not count. So meaning like One Punch Man wouldn't count.
So My Hero.
My Hero would not
Attack on
count.
Titans.
Attack on Titan wouldn't count. Here are the other one. Midnight Octave Civil Servant.
Ooh, Midnight Occult Civil Servants. I fucking love. I didn't finish it, but I love the first couple
Occult,
episodes.
And if I kind of like blurred or like rushed the name, sue me.
I'm gonna correct you. Right? I'm gonna be right here because you busted my balls last time. You're like, fuck you for not correcting
Meisei
me.
Story.
Is that a sports anime?
It definitely looked like a sport anime because it looked like one of the characters, a catcher playing baseball or softball, depending on the sport. Kaguya-sama, Love is War. That's definitely new. It does not have a season previous to it. Boogie Bop and Others. This one came out in January, competing with like The Promised Neverland and as well as Rising of the Shield. This is like when I showed Monty this list, like this is the first time I ever heard of it, so it was kind of weird. Fruits Basket. This one came out in April.
Yeah, that's a remake, but I hear it's real. I hear nothing but good things about it.
All right. Rilakuma and Kaoru. This looked like a Disney production, like Pixel.
Yeah, is that a stop
DreamWorks?
motion?
Huh?
That's stop motion.
I think so. But that one I may not give it a try. Sue me.
Kawaii as fuck, bro.
Oh wow, that actually looks amazing.
Right?
Yeah, Rilakuma and Karu.
Yep. I already
Shout out to Auntie Karu. Love you.
love you. Dr. Stone already mentioned Babylon. That one came in the fall.
Okay.
Looked pretty intense. No Guns Live. I'm watching it right now. I'm 5 episodes in. So far there's 8 on Funimation. That's how I'm watching it. I'm doing it dub because like I comment, Monty recommended to me. I have to watch it dub.
There's nothing wrong with dub.
No, it's nothing wrong with it.
It's gotten so much better since the 90s,
But like,
man.
but the thing is, like, to me, with this type of anime, I feel like I'm not gonna fully pay attention to it reading the sub. Like, I don't have that eager to watch weekly. You know what I'm saying? Up to par. This one I could take my sweet time with, so I have no worries about that. Yep, my rant is due. Vinland Saga,
mine too.
we're definitely up par. 5-4 is definitely up to par with that one because that shit it's decent. So far, the last episode with Benji and then doing the training, that really was pretty dope.
Oh, fuck yeah. Yeah.
But to me, I recommend this as a dub versus sub. There's no rush and like being up to par. We have to eliminate My Hero Season 4. Wouldn't count for 2019. Blade of the Immortal.
That's the one that JL put on, right? For
Yeah, that's
us?
the one on, was it Prime?
Yeah.
That we, with we just watched that with no subtitles or anything. There were some subtitles, and they were like slashing. Everybody, we watched this like 3 weeks ago, and we are like, "What the hell are we watching?" And there was like the guy that wanted to like take advantage of a girl, and the guy, instead of like defending her, he just like
He lost the limbs and
walked
stuff.
away, and then he like got pushed into get into a fight, and he lost all his limbs or something.
Yeah.
It was like episode 1, and we were just like, we don't know what the hell we're watching.
Yeah.
But on our
it.
defense,
Amazon Prime.
we
Good
were
call.
not paying any attention to it.
No, we was not. I might go back to it. Maybe. I'm not sold.
One episode.
Demon Slayer, mentioning Dororo. I don't know if it's like Roro.
That's racist. I was just playing.
Damn.
Wow. No comments there.
Old Maidens in Your Savage Season. This looked like a comedy. No, actually, what's the big deal with sex? Never mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll be watching that one, guy.
we know.
This is with VRV too.
Okay.
It's like heart.
Carole and Tuesday.
Oh fuck yeah! Shinichiro Watanabe, the same dog who did Cowboy Bebop,
Yeah.
Samurai Champloo. This is him. I haven't gotten too far into
Great
it.
music.
Yeah, it's on Netflix. The music is great, sets the atmosphere, It's pretty dope.
This is a love sci-fi fairy tale type of anime. It's reading the description here. So
yeah, they're like two different songwriters that hook up from like one's like a rich girl, one's like a poor girl, and
She was a rich girl. She was a poor girl.
oh, so
Could it be more obvious?
nah, man.
in a
that's
society colonizing Mars. Okay.
So it takes place in space.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. All right.
Promise Neverland.
Promised Neverland. Yeah.
Like that little girl right there. That's Emma.
she's a fucking
That's
G.
a girl.
She's
That's
a
Emma.
fucking G.
That's a girl.
That's Emma. That's all you need to know. That's Emma. Like she freaking out. Sarah Sanmai.
Sarah Zanmai. Sarah Zanmai?
Sarah Sanmai. I want to say this looked like about samurai in a sense, but it's not.
What the fuck is this? It's bizarre. It's idiosyncratic, visually audacious, thematically evocative, and
Dimension to steal the zombies. Oh, I'm skimming through that.
Wow, yeah, dude, what? This just sounds crazy. I'll fuck with it. It's on Crunchyroll.
Crunchyroll.
It is on Crunchyroll.
Not sponsored by Crunchyroll.
And
Yeah, you guys need to get on that.
uh,
Your people contact our people.
Yeah.
and of course, Mob Psycho 2 would not count to the roster, even though season 2, episode 9 was the best episode I have seen. That shit was real. The action, the color, everything. I loved it.
I'm kind of curious as to. Well, we'll talk about it after the show. But who made that list?
Of what?
That list.
Oh, why? You disagree?
Because there is a lot of things that are not on that list, and I'm like,
Yeah,
Which one did you feel like was not on the
I'm
list?
surprised that they didn't put like Attack on Titan on it. It came out. I know that it was like mostly new animes, but they did list a couple of them that were there prior to that, and I'm like,
I guess Attack on Titan didn't really wait. Actually,
this person-
Attack on Titan.
in 18?
Yeah, that's what I was going to mention right now.
oh, because they finished the season, there was like a gap. Yeah, you're right.
Well,
This is why this is a conversation.
yes, and I'm glad you bring stuff like that to the conversation, so everybody could be on the same page. So that's really good. With that being said, I think we will definitely have great topic. I want to see, and hopefully he's listening. I want to bring Scott for this. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully he could come through, so that way he could mention his top 5, because he wanted to talk also about like the Crunchyroll awards and on their nomination and stuff. So I think this is also will be like a good episode to bring him in and be able to have this
Oh, yeah,
conversation.
by the way, have you checked out, he did a live stream yesterday. Another one.
Another one.
Yeah.
I'm following him on Twitch and I did not get my notification.
Yeah, man.
You know,
I get Bobby. Shout out to Huron92, shameless plug. But I got his notification, but I didn't get Scott's.
Yeah, aka PKKER Scott.
Yeah,
You gotta go check him out.
I liked it.
Yeah, dude is senpai for a reason. He
Fact.
is so knowledgeable.
He's really older than us. That's why we're calling him senpai.
Oh man, you said really like he's much older. Yeah.
He's gonna come in here like, what the fuck?
First of
Yo,
all, those
first
who are hearing us, they know what type of character I'm in this show.
Because you haven't seen Scott yet, man. Scott used to be big like us, and now Scott's just fucking jacked now. He'll come in here like the Hulk, like fucking break, like.
Sorry, senpai, but you know I speak truth. I'm that type of character. What you was gonna mention?
No, I was just gonna say the same thing with Scott. I'm not big on like Twitch, but I did get the little feedback. He did a whole what would you call it, a stream?
Yes.
Is that what the young kids call it, a
These
stream?
days.
Talking about the 90s episode, which I was not part of the 90s episode, but I really like his feedback. There were a lot of things that he mentioned
Yeah.
that I totally agree with him.
Well-
He was calling you guys for all the shit you guys skipped. I was like, gotta give that. All right.
He did mention one that I got to give it a try. Hopefully before I go back to work on Monday.
Which one?
That's the thing I gotta go. Like,
Yeah, I
watch
can't
it.
remember the name of it, but the one that like you were like, fuck that show. And I was like, I don't know, man. It
Wasn't
sounds
it like-
kind of weird. Like,
Yeah.
cool. It's like based on Journey to the West, and it's where the two girls end up in ancient China, and they end up on two opposite ends of the tracks.
I think the one thing that he said is that it's a very long anime.
It's a
He's
marriage.
Like, there's so many.
Because I love the way he puts it. What is it, like 13 episodes? That's a one night stand. He's like 25, that's just like a relationship. He's like 50 plus, he's like, that's a marriage.
Yeah.
Like,
But like those that we know that's gonna have like a following season, I already call it a marriage instead of calling it a relationship. You know what I'm saying?
No, because you never know how many seasons it's gonna have.
So far we know that Promised Land is having another season, which is going to be the season finale.
That's it. That was your summer fling.
yeah, no, for real, man. Like, you know who my
I
little
like the
thing,
one night stand, man.
I like to do my little one night stand, 2 night stand. My friend I like to call up sometimes. Is
two-parters? Okay.
Is it wrong to try to pick up girls in a dungeon?
You talk
I've seen about that all the time, bro. Like I have
to give it
to sponsor you.
Like for honestly, he showed me a clip or two. I mean, they were not the most cleanest scene, but I saw what it was, and I'm like, all right, this is really interesting because it has that Rising of the Shield type of vibe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's not your full isekai.
Yeah, it was definitely like right there. I'm like, okay, but I want to know why he's into this girl, why this girl. You know, there was so many questions in my head at that time that it is on Funimation. I know I'm gonna give it a try for sure.
It is not on Funimation.
Oh damn, Crunchyroll.
It's on Crunchyroll.
I'm
it's
safe.
on High Dive, and it's on Hulu.
Okay, no, I'm
Is
good.
it on VRB?
Well, VRV is part of High Dive, so you're golden, right? Because you know I love my dubs, so High Dive's dope. By the way, you guys should get on that VRV because with High Dive, they have the largest dub library of
Preach
Spanish
about it.
dubs. Spanish dubs.
Spanish dub.
Yeah, look how excited you just got. Look how excited you just got, man.
First of all, I'm gonna say it here, and here. Fuck you, Netflix. All right.
Wait. Hold up, wait. Excuse me, because I remember when I brought you in on the first season of Shinobi Unfolding, you was like, you gotta give Netflix a chance. They're good. And I was just like Juan right now. It's like, fuck Netflix. You're giving some whack-ass content. And now the script has flipped it? Oh, shit.
So this is why.
Shit.
So,
Jay is not crazy at all.
They posted the original Saint Seiya. They didn't really make an announcement.
Oh, my God. We'll go back to
They didn't
this.
really. I know. We talked about this in the group chat. They posted the original Saint Seiya. They posted Japanese, English, and Spanish language. And I think they have Portuguese too. And I got so fucking excited. I made a post of it on my personal Facebook. I had a couple of people reach out. I was like, yo, I'm on episode like 10. That's all I've been watching. Because it's like, if you're Spanish, you grow up anywhere in Latin America, that was a big anime,
Yeah,
right?
it was.
And then like a week later, boop, it just disappeared. Like they got rid of the Spanish and the Portuguese, and they just left the American version.
Did
and the
you find out
Japanese.
if that's just region specific?
I
Because
think
we
it
could
might-
just throw in the VPN and you just.
I did it. I mean, it is region specific for Netflix, so they have like they added. If you guys ever came across those articles,
By the
saying
way, Black Friday sale this weekend. NordVPN is going to be
$1.77.
Yeah, exactly.
Yo, Monty.
Please sponsor me.
I've been hanging out with Monty for a lot, and I appreciate his like patience with me and all. But like the information I get from him, I'm like, yo, I gotta step on my fucking game.
hey, so I'm gonna finish this quick and then I'll jump into the Black Friday.
Netflix, fuck you.
Yes, Netflix, fuck you. In Latin America, they have all the episodes of Dragon Ball. So if you ever see that little article that said that Dragon Ball Z were coming to Netflix, that was a lie. It's just for Latin America, which it doesn't really matter. Funimation has it. Who else has it? Crunchyroll has it.
It does.
I believe Hulu does, because Hulu ended up signing a very lucrative deal with Funimation.
Go Hulu. That's my Hulu. Go Hulu. Get that plus. No ads. Get that plus. I'm mad that it's not part of the Disney Plus option. The ad free.
otherwise it
No.
would've been on
You
there.
get Hulu, but it's ad supportive. And I'm like, I don't
I'll
want
pay
to.
the extra couple dollars. Just give me that option. Like,
Once that option is in Disney Plus, I promise you, I'm switching that like I switch my sneakers. You know what I'm saying? Like real quick. Yeah. Why you look at my feet when I said that?
I saw.
I'm rocking these Vans.
That's the move.
I got that
the drip
Pikachu.
was too real, man. I had to.
Yeah.
Wearing black socks, like
No, Pika. You know what I'm saying? But yes, Hulu Plus. I've been telling them since season 1 of Shinobi Unfolding, that is the shit. Crunchyroll got to sponsor us. You know, we've been reaching out for this. Now we got High Drive, we got VRV, Funimation. I like the platform. My one critique on it, I'm not hating it like Netflix. My one critique is, please fix the app for the Fire Stick. Because I'm tired that every time I hit the play and pause button, it doesn't do that function. I have to
Same
get
thing for the
out,
PlayStation.
and
I don't think it's just Fire Stick. I think it's the whole app in general. My PlayStation, it freezes.
On my iPhone, it's not that bad, but only on my like Fire Stick, that's what I'm using.
Or like the search menu could be better because you have to like scroll like.
But on your Xbox though, it was pretty dope.
Yeah, the Xbox it works pretty well, and for the Roku, it doesn't work half bad at all.
But that freeze thing, I'm like, no, just pause it. I want to run to the bathroom.
Now you know how I feel when I try to watch Crunchyroll on my PlayStation.
Really?
It's always like that.
It's like that?
It's bad.
Come on, PlayStation. Come on, man. Crunchyroll does really well
on the VRV.
Not on the PlayStation. I have the BRV on my phone, and it works fantastic.
Yeah. Right. Are you also leeching that one off me too?
You did. I can give you some money for that. Right?
Wow. But I did share that link with you guys. If you guys, wanted to watch other shows that are dubbed, that link that ends with .tv, that shit is really legit. Yeah. That's how I also was like at work one time. I was like, damn, I really want to finish this episode. So I just jump on my computer, incognito, Chrome, and just finish that shit right on it. And I was like, yo, this site is pretty awesome. And it's also up to par like Funimation as well.
Okay.
All right. Well, talking about things if you want to spend money, if you guys like collectibles, I think some people like collectibles.
Okay.
Bandai Tamashi. Bandai Tamashi has a huge like Black Friday sale.
Wow.
I finally got a Bandai SH Figure Arts Dragon Ball Shenron, which to me was way overpriced, but I got it for like 55% off.
Yeah, you got to give me the link. And
I'll give it to you.
Post that up too.
Also, my bad, because probably by the time you hear this, it's probably done. But Cyber Monday's coming. So
So
I mean, we can still make a post on the Facebook chat.
Because they have. I mean, they don't sponsor me or anything.
Because I looked at the Bluefin.
The Bluefin.
Thanks to you, you buy me that thing on Bluefin for my birthday. By the way, shout outs, appreciate that. That I can't wait to build that for the YouTube channel.
Oh, the model, yes.
Yeah. Oh, it's dope.
Because I was here when you was opening the package. It was the You, Me, and Roland episode, I believe, right? Yes, I think so. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but I'll give you the link, and then so they're bringing a lot of models that were not available in the United States before.
Word.
They're like very popular, so instead of paying, instead of paying like eBay prices, they're bringing it for more. Kind of like cheaper side, and especially with the sales that they have, or if there's something that you really want that is coming up. Mostly they have like pre-orders. Pre-order, get it.
Yeah.
Although honestly, I pre-order most of my shit through Amazon. If I'm honest.
All right. Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah. If you get a chance, man, if you're looking for brick and mortar, something local, right in Pawtucket. There's the Hobby Haven, which is...
you've been telling me about it. I got to go there.
So, yeah, they're legit. They're doing 15% off this weekend. For my Gundam fans, there's new type HQs, like doing 20% off, like site-wide. So, I mean, that's not bad. And I think that's till, like, December 1st.
Plus, sometimes it's a little bit... Like, I'm sure it's a lot more helpful when you're trying to get... Especially when it comes to models, because you want everything to be in the same scale. To talk to somebody at the store and figure out what else you need, because
like the guys that all know their shit there.
I'm terrible at models, but I did get one time, and it's like, okay, I got a model. I didn't know I was supposed to get all this other stuff, and if I had somebody to help me out before I opened the box, it would have been helpful.
Holla at your boy.
Holla at your boys. So I think we definitely cover a lot today.
Yeah, we crushed this episode, I think.
Definitely.
We definitely we had a guest didn't show up, or we had a situation.
A little hiccups.
Yeah, and then which was going to be our topic, but us just showing how organic our show is, just like we just mentioned one thing and it goes to another, definitely showed that you guys gotta keep messing with us, man. We know what we're doing sometime. we're just very passionate about anime. You know what I'm saying? It's not a bit. It's our way of life in a sense. You know what I'm saying? And we definitely can't wait to show the video content so that way you could put the name, the face, the voice to the faces, and see how how fun we really get down with these episodes.
A social life and a romance. I didn't see these things till I was a man.
Exactly.
Anime, I was born into it, molded by it.
I did had some some church announcements, some stuff that was happening throughout the week, but it's on the other link. I'm trying to recall it on top of my head, but I think it's just reference that I think one of the anime that we were watching, I'm not sure if it was Rising of the Shield or if it's like it's like a samurai type of thing. They're making like a video game of it for the PS4 and Xbox.
Ooh, okay.
For 2020, and another one too, similar to like a Gundam style. That also is coming out for 2020. I wanted to bring it up because you guys, I see Monty got the Xbox, you got your PS4, JL got both. I still got nothing, but I'm okay.
Well, even if you had it, bro, you work so much and you're everywhere. Like it's. When will you sleep?
I sleep when I die. Yeah. That's when I sleep, when I die. But definitely tune in with your boys. We're definitely doing this constantly. I had plans, keeping 100 with the fans. I had planned just to do a quick 15-minute episode because this is our holiday weekend here in the States. But I really appreciate you guys, as well as Roland, who had to leave early, taking the time and doing this. JL currently wasn't feeling well, or wishing a speedy recovery. Digi is definitely working on his music, but he definitely shout out love and respect to all the fans out there, and especially to us. Shout out to Lucia, who's
definitely a big shout out.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to see
the illustration that she's working, not only for the product, but for her talent itself, it's so amazing. I'm really appreciate we were able to connect with her, work with her. So shout out to her.
Yeah, she's making me look like 40 pounds skinnier. Thank you. I needed that.
Confidence boost.
My six-pack has a six-pack.
My gosh. And again, to every person listening, thank you again. You could definitely be watching following us on our social media, Facebook, Instagram, our Twitter account. For those who've been telling me, there's a lot of links in your Twitter. What we're doing is we're sharing it from our Instagram. So because we have more than 140 characters or more than what the limit is the reason why you get that link. But they're definitely the same imagery that we post on our Facebook and as well as in our Facebook and in our Instagram page. So just click on the link, enjoy the good laugh. A lot of the content is us now. Shout out to the professor, shout out to Monty. Those are the guys behind it. We got to give props when props due. The Snorlax Planet one.
Oh my god,
hilarious.
You've been on a roll with these memes, bro.
Oh
I've
my
stepped
god.
back from the meme game because you've just been crushing it.
I knew one day I was gonna find what I was good at.
And the Goku one, be like, they finally found a replacement for
Yeah, I don't know what Pokemon is thinking with that Snorlax.
To me, I mean, I understand Torterra, you know what I'm saying? Just like in Detective Pikachu, they were giant, they were mountain, they were part of the landscape. But Snorlax, though, I was like, how the hell
you were asleep for so long that there's a giant tree growing in your stomach.
Right?
Yeah, whatever.
I
still don't really get
the gigantic.
It's Pokemon, man. They come on, man. There's a Pokemon with boxing gloves. He just has boxing gloves.
No pants.
Nope.
He's wearing a skirt. No pants.
Wait, Hitmonchan?
Yeah.
I love that guy.
Yeah, I know he's dope, and I've accepted him into my life. No questions asked, because I know this. I'm not like, how did he evolve his hands into these giant red sacks of meat?
He doesn't hold anything.
Yeah.
He doesn't. He just throw it in the air, jab it through, and, that's how I see it. No. Okay.
falls in a hole, he's done. He's done. He can't get out.
I don't know. He got that quickness. He just hop, 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 jump out.
Yeah, maybe he just floats like a butterfly.
Sting like a bee. Muhammad Ali, guys. But that's where you can find our social media. You can still see more of our creativity flowing through. Definitely shout out to our top fans like Lou, Scott, Josh Lewis, Juan Rivera, which is part of the squad.
I'm looking around like, yo.
You gotta support yourself, bro.
You don't believe in yourself. Jay Aguilar Show.
Providence Lucha Talk.
Yes. Yo, shout out to Providence Lucha Talk, man.
Shout out to Luisito.
Yes.
Legit, bro. How many podcasts you got going on now, man?
So far, I got 2 projects. I'm thinking of doing a third one, but the third one, the vision of it, is basically like some weekly update. You know what I'm saying? But I don't have the full synopsis of it yet. But it's in here. I just gotta make it happening. That's all. That's dope. All right, so I do have the quote of today's episode. For those who are been following us, is redundant, but hey, again, this is we're live, all right? We're live and we're doing it with
Fuck
style.
it, we're doing it live.
Fucking doing it live.
Damn it.
Damn it.
All right, if you know the rest of the quote, you could say it with me. If not, actually, this would be kind of cool. Figure out, guess who said it, okay? And this anime definitely been around for a very long time.
The Blue Soids, dude.
I'm about to sound like a filthy fucking casual right now.
Blade Lager, man. I hate you so much. Liger, man. Like, what's so hard seeing that? No. All right. Here's the quote.
You got him fucked up.
I am the hope of the universe. I am the answer to all living things that cry out for peace. I am the protector of the innocent. I am the light in the darkness. I am the truth. Ally to good, nightmare to you. Who said it?
Not Japanese Goku, I'll tell you that. It's the American Goku. I hate you. He purposely pulled this to make Dove sound dumb.
Yeah. He's gaslighting this bitch, okay?
I'm sorry.
Versus Dove's coming soon.
Yeah, that's next week, right?
Let's hype it up and see how much people are willing to.
Oh, fuck it. No, I got some great talking points. I've been fucking hammering my argument down, refining it.
Okay, so real quick.
Encyclopedia.
Okay, so what are the points that we're targeting for this debate, and who's sides on to who? Like,
I think that we should come up to sort of like an agreement of when it's okay to watch dub and when it's okay to only watch sub.
I mean, it's okay. I think it's okay to do whatever the fuck you want, whenever the fuck you want.
Oh shit!
But like,
as long as the doors are closed, you can do whatever you want.
I think
Shout out to Flame Bros. I heard you.
I think that there's this idea that there are people who are like subs only, like subs or die, and we're gonna try to break that.
So to be clear, our homework and also our audience homework is to focus on when is the appropriate anime to watch it sub versus dub and all elements that fall to it.
And I think that it's good to say, well, like Scott was talking about Evangelion, and he said
Evangelion.
Evangelion, yeah, Evangelion, and he was talking about how like the Netflix
butcher it with the
really
remaster. Yep.
And so is it?
We
good?
listen to you, Scott. You see? Yeah, we're quoting you.
Got you. Yeah. So
yeah, he's family. He's part of the family.
Yeah. it's one of those like what I think that we should talk about is like, is there a benefit to having a dub, and how much can a dub hurt a good anime that people would like? I'm not gonna give it a try.
So that's part of when it's appropriate here and there. Okay, fair.
I've had people try to watch like Dragon Ball Z like years ago, and they couldn't get over like how whiny Gohan sounds in the first couple of episode. Because he doesn't.
You're giving away some good argument point that somebody could like sling. That's basura, but we'll wait.
What?
We'll build up the story just like the Logan Paul versus KSI 2. You know, we'll build
I'm
up.
30. I don't know who those people are.
And hopefully we get like great response and maybe a guest too for this.
Definitely.
Yeah, I have people like up, like clamoring, like, "Yo, can we get on the show?"
Binders of women.
Binders of women. Yes.
Oh
yes,
shit!
I hit him with the Mitt Romney.
This is
all
a
right.
2012 political joke. Showing my year. Showing my age up here.
You know what? I'll tell you what, man. We're gonna go to Providence. We're gonna go to Cranston. We're gonna go to Pawtucket. And we're gonna
go to Woonsocket.
And we're gonna go Bill.
We're gonna go Philly.
How did I know that was gonna go all the way down to Dave Chappelle? All right, guys. This is the Shinobi Unfolding. Thank you for watching and peace. Ha!
Welcome to the Shinobi Unfolding Season 3.